Welcome to ReadingLab TV. My name is Singh and today we are going to go through the meaning of happiness through the eyes, or rather the words, of an 8 years old. Why, you ask? Because she's only 8. She comes from a school which dominant language is the Chinese language, and she has written this in less than half an hour. We like very much to acknowledge her effort because we are very proud of what she has done. But mind you, there are a bit of grammatical mistakes, mostly tenses, but for an 8 years old, her writing of her emotions of a story that she wants to tell is nothing short of amazing. Here we go.
One day, there lived a girl and her name is Sally. She lived in a big house with a swimming pool. However, she was not happy. She always locked herself in her room. She didn't even do anything at her room. She just sat on her bed looking at the door.
I want to talk about show and tell, a technique the author uses to let the reader experience the emotions in the story rather than just simply telling it. And that's what a lot of our kids do. They just tell as it is. They just tell they're unhappy with this, they're happy with this. It's a very simple way of telling stories, but this girl has the depth. She told us that even with the swimming pool, how she felt, and to strengthen what she feels, she said she sat in her room, she did not do anything and just locked herself out. That is the depth of emotion.
When her mother knocked on the door, she wouldn't open the door and she didn't even give a response. When her mother asked her to eat, she refused to do so. Her mother gave some appetizer to her, but she would just leave it on her bed.
And in this paragraph, she further emphasizes how she feels by just telling you, by just showing you what happened. Just her mother knocking at the door, her mother giving her appetizer, she gave no response, she just sat on her bed. So all this further tells us that she's unhappy by just showing it. She didn't just say, oh, I was happy, I was unhappy with this, I was unhappy with that. So she got me intrigued to see what else about her, about this little girl named Sally is doing. What is the actions that is causing her unhappiness? I'm experiencing it.
One day, she heard a dog barking. For once, she didn't care about it. But when she heard the dog bark again, she decided to go closer to it. So she walked towards the dog. After she looked closer, she opened the window and let it in. In the night, she went to her bed to sleep.
This is where things get interesting, where it changes for Sally. She heard a dog and she is intrigued by it, and she gets closer and closer to it, and she let the dog into her life. And this is a pure example of show. Don't tell it as it is. Because through showing us the actions, we experience Sally's emotion along the way. And it heightens our experience as a reader.
The next day, she woke up early and saw the dog lying on the carpet. Then she felt bored and she decided to play with the dog. She carried the dog to her bed and put it down on the top of her blanket. When she was playing with her dog, she feels that if we have someone beside us, we will never be lonely. She feels happiness inside of her right now.
And we continue to see the actions that she is doing. We continue to be shown, not being told, of how she is feeling. When she turned to the dog and let her in, and suddenly there's a burst of emotion, and she summed it up beautifully by saying, you will never be unhappy if you have someone beside you. You'll never be lonely. And she's feeling happiness in her right now. I'll let you dwell in the beauty of her writing. This is not written by a teenager. This is not written by an adult. This is not written by an author. This is written by an 8 years old whose first language is not English language. At the end of the day, this is how reading storybooks will help, especially if you start young. Thank you for watching. I want to tell